Okay, guys, I hope the internet doesn't misbehave further. I know it has been a long while. I've been quite busy. I must be one of those few busy people in the country. But in any case, we'll have to make sure that we move. Whether we crawl, we swim, we walk, we run, we fly, we need to reach where we are supposed to reach, our final destination. So we'll get into another subtopic. Last time, I think we looked at options, formula options and basic functions. And I'm sure you had access on my YouTube channel. It was posted, the video was posted. I never mentioned it, but I knew that if you have subscribed to my video channel, you'll be able to see the notification. And that is very key. So we'll then now look at the if function, how the if function works. It is a logical function. It has a logical test. It has three things that it does. Logical test, the results, if true, results if false.
Okay.
Even in your normal vocabulary, Zara, when you use a word if, you are trying to create, it's a condition. You are saying if this condition is met, this is the result we are going to have, or else we'll have this result. Each time you use the word if.
I told her she's gonna start an evening, I guess.
Zara, mute. We are now getting external voices.
Oh my gosh. Sorry.
Please mute. Please mute. Mute. Or just
Sorry,
be in the room. Be in a room where we can't get external voices. Okay. Very good. So what I'm saying is, each time you use a word, if, Eliza, I hope she's there. At least I need someone who is in a room where I can get external voices, and it shouldn't be on mute, because otherwise I'll be talking to myself, and it's not a good idea.
We are getting you, coach.
Okay, that's very good. Okay, thank you. Thank you. So what I'm saying is that even in a normal street language, when you use the word if, you are creating a condition, and you're saying if this condition is met, this is going to be the result, or else we are going to have this result. If I follow Christianity principles up to the last dot, I'll go to heaven, or else I'll be in hell. Just that. And that is how you should first understand it before we start nesting it. So here, let's say, for example, you were brought up by your uncle, Muriokela. You have Muriokela here you have Bill Gates. Let's do it, guys. So you have they have an uncle who is Bill Gates. Others who are very fortunate, they have an uncle who is Muriokela. So you're trying to come up with a condition. Please just write those names. Write in I3 and I4. Then highlight I8.
Coach, I have a different table. I don't know whether this is the one that the table.
No, it's supposed to be written in nested if function. Nested if function on a worksheet called nested if function. Unless memory sent a different workbook, Emmanuel.
I think it's a different workbook.
Memory confirmed that you have sent
I don't know.
a wrong.
It's even mine is different, coach.
Memory, what did you send?
I think she sent the old one, the one that we were doing in the previous lesson.
What's the name of your work?
I can't get you memory.
Okay.
Huh? No, we can't get you. Just text. Are you able to get memory? Or it's just my internet that is breaking?
No, we can't get her.
I can't.
Who has this workbook? Memory, confirm. Just
sent the one that
text.
just was.
Yeah? I can't get you.
Okay. Just a moment then. Maybe.
So type Muriokela, then Bill Gates. Zara, do you know Bill Gates? Have you ever heard of him?
No, actually.
Muriokela.
No, no, neither. No. Who are they?
Muriokela is one of our most handsome uncles. Very generous. He's very wealthy. And
Actually, you look like Bill Gates. I thought he was your uncle.
No, it's Muriokela is my uncle.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So have you managed, please, have you managed to type Muriokela in I3, then I for Bill Gates, then we go to I8, just highlight. I've had a very long day. But I'm not tired, at least today, surprisingly so. And I'm back home.
Even after flying?
Yeah, imagine I'm not. I'm okay. Yesterday I was so exhausted, huh?
Ish, yeah.
A strong man.
Yeah.
A strong man.
Yeah.
He's the
It's
coach.
survival. Sometimes there's no option, even on.
That's true.
Yeah. Actually, what breeds the laziness is when you have options. When you don't have, then you can't be lazy. Isn't it, Zara?
Coach, that's so true. Tomorrow I'm slow. It's from 8 a.m. until midnight. You can't be lazy. No choice.
Yeah. So the advantage of being lazy is that you have an option. And if you have so many options, you can decide to be lazy. Guys, have you managed to type?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, thank you. So now you go in the I8. So from there, go to click on data, where you have data, then click on data validation. Data is a tab next to formulas. So check where my cursor is going, click there. I'm used to shortcuts. I would actually, if it's a shortcut, what I'm trying to tell you, then you do like this out, A, then V, then V. So I'll go there, say out, VV, then or something like this. But then let's just go slowly. Then you'll see this. This is just a shortcut. What I'm saying is that you go to data, Then you go to data validation here where there's the Ichongedwe, the Nike one. You go here, click there, then go to end value, then go to list. If you are getting addicted to shortcuts, the shortcut will be you press Alt key, press A, press V, and press V and be fast. So just said Alt A, V, V, like this. Then I can press Tab, then press the down arrow key, then go to list, like this, without using my cursor. Actually, I discourage people using the cursor when they are in the modeling mode. You need to show your efficiency, your proficiency. So sometimes it's not good using that you need to exhibit to people, even when you don't have that expertise. So this is a shortcut which helps you to go to validation. For validation, you just press Alt and A almost at the same time, Alt A, then do like this. Then go to press Tab, then press the down arrow key. Who is able to use this shortcut? Who is managing?
Myself, I've managed it up to showing any value.
So now, if you have managed going up to any value, press the Tab key. Just press the Tab key. Press it. So, okay, VV. Press the Tab key. Once it's highlighted, press the down arrow key. You're far right. Then go now to list like this. And press the list.
Oh, okay.
Then you can press Tab to take you in source. Then from there, you can then now highlight Muriokela and the Bill Gates. Just highlight them. Are we winning?
Yes, we are.
Okay, that's very good.
Yes.
Then press OK and see what is in that cell. Tell me what is in the cell if you have done the correct thing.
There's Muriokela and Bill Gates.
That's very good. Is it what others are getting?
Yes.
Vera? Eliza, is it what you're getting? So then we have this. We can pick Bill Gates, we can pick Muriokela. Okay. If you have that, that is very good. Now we are going to have a logical test. A logical test where if you pick Muriokela as your uncle, you will see what is going to happen. If you have Bill Gates, you will also need to come up with the result if the condition is met that Bill Gates is your uncle. So go to I11. In I11, type equals if, press Tab, Control A. This way I've been doing it at least for some time now, so you understand this shortcut. So what logical test do we want to see, guys? Anything that you're hard coding in Excel, or even a formula within Excel, or in the argument box, or not the formula, in the argument box, for anything that you're hard coding, you have to put it in the inverted commas, like this, inverted commas. So the logical test here will say, Let's put inverted comma and say type Muriokela. The spelling has to be on point with what is in the drop down.
Sorry, coach. I missed you. I missed it on how you came up with this function argument box.
Okay, so what I did was equals, pressed if, then press tab, then Control A. I'm sure you know this shortcut of Control A. If you can't use that shortcut Control A, you can come here where my cursor is and press the FX. It will still open this argument box.
I've seen it. It
Sure,
has
thank you.
come. Thank you.
Mhm. So from here, all we are saying is that anything that you type, as long as there's no, it's not picking from a cell, you have to put inverted commas as long as it is text. A number, there's no problem, but as long as it is text, you put it, you cover it in inverted commas. So here we're going to type Muriokela. We have to make sure that the spelling is on point with what is in the drop down. So Muriokela, inverted commas, you have seen those double inverted commas, equals. Pick where you have that drop down in I8, I assume so, pick that. So we are saying that if I8, cell I8 is Muriokela, if it is true, what does it mean? If it is true, what does it mean? If it is true, we have to come up with a condition. So we'll do like this, we'll say, brace for a long, hard life. You will not die in poverty, no one dies. Do that. Brace for a long, hard life. If it is not true, if it is false, meaning that your uncle is Bill Gates, do you know what money does? Brace for a short, memorable life. Kai, you'll be partying all the time. And that is how you will go early to meet your maker. But your life will be so memorable. You have heard the memory. It will be so memorable. It will be short, which is okay.
Been suffering for a long time.
Zara, have you managed to do that?
So I'm just taking notes because I'm using an iPad.
Okay.
And the owner of the iPad wants it. Apparently, Real Madrid and something is playing, and it's not showing on the telly.
It's rough. I pity you.
I'm in trouble.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm taking notes though, and then I'll try it when I have my laptop.
But it's sure even the videos will be uploaded there, hopefully tonight.
Okay.
I feel like I have a lot of things to do, so I'm not going to bed yet.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, then press OK. Now start playing. This is where you have your results. Type results here. Nicely. So change the drop down. Pick Muriokela and see what is in there. Hello? Why are you all quiet?
No, we are there.
So if you pick Mudiokela, the results are that breast for a long, hard life. Frankly speaking, you won't die. your life will be long, but it will be hard. If you pick, if it's Bill Gates who is your uncle, your life will be short, I can assure you, but to be memorable. You will make a lot of social errors, which will take you fast to go and interact
Mine
with your
is,
maker. Have you managed? Is it working?
mine is not
Yes.
working. I don't know where.
It's working out.
It's working.
Oh.
Just check the formula in here. There's a formula in there. Check, maybe you're putting it on a wrong cell. Or you're picking these names here. You're picking these names here for this, instead of picking the I-8, which is the Bill Gates there, where you have a drop down. Maybe it's picking in a very wrong cell. Therefore, if you know you're changing those names, it has no effect whatsoever.
No, I think the formula is okay.
So maybe it's where it's picking, but obviously after this, I'll upload the video. Then you can follow stage by stage, Emmanuel. You get me? So all we are saying is, if Mudiokela is your uncle, brace for a long, hard life, don't even get worried that you die, you won't die. But you have some good hard life. Long, hard life. If it's Bill Gates that is your uncle, good for you, but you will not live on earth for too long, because you will make along the way a lot of social errors. But frankly speaking, you have a memorable life, but short. So if you are seeing what I'm doing here, yes, I'm actually using these fun examples to make you appreciate what an if formula does. It has 3 syntax arguments. First is the condition. If the condition is correct, is true, you will have these results. If not, you will have still a different set of results. So that is how it works. If you fulfill this condition, what are the results? Or else, what results are you going to get? That is what the if function does. But then we can nest this if function. We can nest it. So you can have another condition within this if function, where we can say, if it is Mudiokela, this is the type of life you're going to lead. If your uncle is Bill Gates, this is what you're going to lead. If it's anybody else, or it is this specific person, this is the type of life you're going to lead. So let's actually expand this, copy these names. Let's have them here, and we can have Miles Monroe. Now I don't know how to write Miles Monroe. Let me not get embarrassed. So now we have 3 items that we want to model. Mhm. So go in I-18. Again, just highlight it. Create a drop-down, which will have the 3 items, 3 names, or 3 possible anchors. I'll do it very fast because I've shown you what to do. It's so fast that, okay. So I have now 3 possible anchors in this scenario. Please do that. Then I can pick these instead of me typing them, because this is another way in which you can look at it. Copy that. I'll put them here, possible results. I'll put them here. So type on the side, type these. Just type those. Type brace for a long, hard life, brace for a short, memorable life, lead a life of glory. So now we are moving from an if function to a nested if function. A nested function is a function within a function. So you're nesting it, growing it, so that you have possible permutations. We're too quiet. Have you managed? Have you managed to coming up with a drop down with 3 items?
Yes.
That's very good. Elizabeth, confirm. Have you managed? Elisa, she can't confirm. Guerra, have you managed? Guerra can't confirm. Emmanuel, have you managed?
I had
Yes, Guerra.
following progress.
Your internet is very bad. Okay, so if you have managed, please listen and listen carefully. Listen and listen carefully. Now we are going to the nested if function. I'll be a bit slow so that you don't get confused. Okay, that's good. Elisa, if you're following, that's very good. So here now, go in I-21. This is what we're going to do. We'll say equals if, please follow this, Control A. So we are saying if in I-18, where there's a drop down, equals inverted comma. If you want, you can type that. Or we can just say equals, let's pick this. Okay. Equals Mliokela. Please do that. You remember where you had the molecular Bill Gates, just pick molecular there. So we're saying if I18 equals I14. In I14, this is where we have molecular. If it is true, pick brace for a long, hard life. Just pick that, guys. We are going to nest again. Then if it is false that I18 is not equal to I14, if it is false, here again, we're going to nest this function by typing if open bracket, and I'm going to show you how you can easily nest. Please type if, then open bracket. Just do that. Right somewhere, stage by stage. Let's be methodical, guys. Let's be methodical, stage by stage. Are we there?
Yes.
Check where my cursor is going. I'm going to take my cursor to the formula bar where I have that if it's still in red. I'll click in between those brackets so that the argument box I'm going to have is for the last condition that I'm trying to model or string. So I'll take my cursor, watch my cursor, I'll take my cursor in there, in between, please, in between. The moment I take it in there, it will show this argument box. If I take my cursor where I have the first if, it will show what was there. Then if I take it in there, this is what I want. So
Okay.
I'm nesting. That is a trick or a technique in which you can use for nesting when you're getting to understand how to appreciate these functions in Excel. Otherwise, I'm not supposed to open the function arguments. I can still just nest without opening all these things. But for you, you need to understand this. Have you managed?
Yes.
Then from there now, we'll go to the logical test. Click in the logical test. We'll still do the same thing. We'll say, we'll pick I18 where you have molecular in that drop down. So I say, if that equals to, then we'll pick Bill Gates. If it is true that I18 equals to I15, if it is true, then brace for a short memorable life, which is in M17. Please do that. Let me know that that is what you have done.
Yeah, we are there.
Okay. Or else, pick lead a life of glory. Just pick there. Lead a life of glory. Okay, that's very good, Emmanuel, you're following. That's very good. Lead a life of glory. Have you picked? M18
Yes.
was managed to pick. So, lead a life of glory. Now, this is how Excel works, guys. If BODMAS is not complete, it will show you have green, you have red, whatever. It shows that it is not complete, this red, until it turns black. So while I'm in there, I'll click in the formula bar and put another bracket. If it turns black the way it is, then I know now it is complete. Then you can press OK. I hope, Zara, you'll not be tired. After this, I think we are going to financial reporting.
Okay, thank you.
Press OK. So I can type there as a result, so just copy this and paste it here, Control V. So start changing this drop down. Here we are saying if it's molecular, you know the results. I don't need to tell you if molecular is your uncle, you know. If Bill Gates is your uncle, this is what is going to happen. If Pastor Miles Monroe is your uncle, this is what is going to happen. You will lead a life of glory. Who has managed to model it like this?
I've managed myself.
That's very good. So now, this is what I want you to do. As I go to have my dinner or supper, I would want you to do this, and I'll leave the settings for sharing so that anyone who is actually using a laptop can share, and you do this exercise. When I come, we'll just finalize. This is what it is. Here, you have a pricing mechanism, more or less like those that you do as pay as you earn and the like. But you have this type of policy, pricing policy, Zara, that if one buys 5 or less of your products, the pricing is at 15. If buys any products at 50, but up to the minimum of 6, the price is at 12. If one buys at a max of 150 or minimum, from the max of 150 to a minimum of 51, the price will be this. I want you to put a formula in here that is nested, a nested if function that should come in here using the same concept we have used here. What we have used here, using that same concept, we would want to see the price per item, then we are going to see the total revenue this side. So I'll do this. First, I'll be gracious enough to pause the record. My internet is briefly misbehaving. Hello, are you there?
Yes, coach.
Oh, okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Glad that you are there. So let's go to, I know my internet is not stable, but if you are able to hear me out, then that's okay. Emmanuel, are you able?
I'm hearing you.
Okay, that's very good. So we're going to B15, B8, sorry. Type equals if tab Control A.
Can't. Sorry, I can't
Mhm.
see your screen. How come?
Maybe it's your internet that is not good. Who is able to see my screen?
I equally
I
can't
can't
see your
see.
screen, coach.
No. It's
Are
not
you-
showing.
Is it showing?
No, it's not showing.
Hmm. Okay, let me stop sharing first.
No, the screen is not showing.
Okay, let me reshare. Anquario. Are you able?
It's loading.
It's
Hmm?
still loading.
Let me know
Not
when
yet.
it loads.
Yeah.
Okay, it's showing you. My screen is loading. Don't know how long it's gonna take. I'm sure now you're able to see.
Now see the screen.
It's showing now.
It's showing very
showing.
good, very good, very good. So we're going to B8. Type equals if, tab, Control A. Are you able to see the functional argument box? Yes.
Yes.
So here and then now what we're actually going to do, we'll say if A8 there is less or equal to B3, please type that. Just check on the formula. Follow that formula religiously so. Managed? We are saying if A8, Emmanuel, have you managed?
Yes, I have.
So we are saying if A8 in here is less or equal to B5, if it is true, pick C3, the price there. Again, let's go into value force in there because we are nesting. Remember what we were doing with molecular biogas and Miles-Monroe. Value if force, type if again, open bracket. Okay. Take your cursor between the red brackets. Take your cursor in there and click. Please take it in there, in between, and click. Have you done that? Like this? So the logic test again will be A8 if it is less or equal to C4. If it is true that A8, not C4, if A8 is less or equal to B4, if it is true, pick C2, C4 I mean. If it's true, pick C4, or else, my internet is about to misbehave. If false, pick C5. And close the bracket, you can see that it's red there, meaning that it's still not complete. So I'll take my cursor in the formula bar and type this. add another bracket so that it turns black. I know you should be able to follow it on YouTube stage by stage, but those that are able to follow it now, you are blessed. So after doing that, press OK. Who has managed? Who has managed? Hello, who has managed?
So so maybe I've gone wrong somewhere, it's giving me false.
Meaning that in the last one, you didn't do the correct thing. Let me start again, guys, for the last time. Equals if tab, Control A, I'll pick A8. If it is less or equal to B3. If it is true, give me this price in C3. Or else, then when I reach here, I again nest the formula. I'll say if, open bracket, then because then I'm able to see these two red brackets. And I take my cursor in between those brackets and click, just in there and click, so that I'm able to activate the second if function within this formula. Again, I'll do the same thing under the logical test. I'll pick A8 less or equal to I'll pick B4 where there's a 50 there. If it is true, then I'll have this price. Otherwise, I'll have the last price. And because the bracket this side is still showing red, stop. If the bracket this side is still red, I know that it is still not complete. I'll need to add another bracket so that it turns black. So I'll add another bracket like this. Then I'll press OK, guys. Who has managed? The exam is becoming a bit hard, eh? Okay, I know you still follow the Venon.
Yes, sir. No, I haven't managed, but anyway, we'll follow because it's the same process.
Yeah. Yes. So here what we are saying that if the customer buys just one unit, or just buys say it's an orange, just an orange, the price will be at 15. If buys 4 oranges, the price will still be 15. If buys 5, the price will still be 15. If buys 6, the price is going to be 12. So there are discounts, like the way your Airtel money works. There are those charges that you're given. So you can model something like this. If it's 49, it will remain at 12. If it is 50, it will be at 12. If it is 51, it will actually go to 10.5. If it goes to 116, it will be at 10.5. So I'll post this immediately in the next, as I'll be teaching Zara in financial reporting. It will be loading on my YouTube channel. By the time I'm done, maybe the next 1 hour, the video will be actually set and running on my YouTube channel. Mhm. So this is how it works. This is the if function. As usual, I expect you guys to check out. So I'll start with Vernon.
Okay, thank you, Coach. And I don't know whether I can start with a question.
Mhm.
I'm trying to visualize and relate to how the targets work. Is it the same function which is used there?
Yeah, so Mhm.
Where from the first of the month, you start crossing the target. Then after 10 days, the price changes maybe from 20 to 5 kwacha. Can that be the same function?
Yes, because then it assumes that if you have been crossing on a daily basis
Yes.
from Kafue to Lusaka, it is given
Yes.
that if it's for 10 days or above, it is given that you, or 10 days and below, it is given at 10 days and above, it's a given that you live in Kafue and you
Okay.
work in Lusaka. So automatically it reduces that pricing. The day you get sick a bit
Okay.
or you go to the village, it gets disturbed because
Yes.
then again, once it starts counting, it realizes that you possibly from the analytics, you don't live in there. Then it takes the tariff or the price to 20. It's
Okay.
basically the same concept. It's the same concept, even when you are trying to do those pairs, and you can use this same concept, the if function, because it is graduated, it's banded.
Oh, yeah. Okay. No, thanks
Okay,
very
now you can
much.
check out. Now you can check out. Now you can check out.
Yes. It has been a wonderful day, though short. I
Mhm.
think we still need more on this part, because at least we have enjoyed Uncle Mulyoker and Uncle Bill Gates, which is it's a practical thing actually, which is helpful as a financial modeler, the way I've seen, and I just need to practice more on the same if function, because I've seen that is something which can be used on daily basis actually, in terms of maybe when it comes to changing prices of the products in our various companies. I feel it can be helpful a lot. I submit, Coach.
Sure, thank you so much. Emmanuel, check out.
Yeah, so today my takeaway is I think I've learned about the if function, which is I think a condition. More especially on the pricing table. I missed something when we're drafting this one, when we added the Miles Monroe. But I think on the pricing table, I did understand, because I followed where the number of items here, if let's say it's less than 5 and then you put 4, the pricing will change. It will give you that you see like the 15, and then also the overall amount, because of you know, the number of items, it will change. So it will just go like that. If you put 60 at which is I think under 150, so the price will be 10 kwacha 50 you know, cents and all that. So it keeps changing. I think this one, it's really good when you're analyzing data. It's I think even when you're doing payroll, it can actually help for you to come up with the data that you want. Thank you.
Sure, thank you so much, Emmanuel. You have explained so well. Guerra.
Good evening, coach.
Good evening.
I've
Good
had
evening.
network challenges.
Mm,
Yes, sir. So I've had network challenges. I found it difficult to follow through. So I'll just watch the video once it's posted on YouTube.
okay. Thank you. Elizabeth? Elizabetta? Elizabeth today, she's, I don't know if it's challenges or what. Yeah, we'll close with Zara. Zara.
Hi, thank you for that. If function is a fantastic function. I can see how you can use it in many ways, and I think it's one function that's good in terms of organizations, where if you build something and the next person can use it and play around with it, like who mentioned, sorry, was that Emmanuel mentioned how it can be used in terms of, I was just trying to give an example. It's a good function that you can play around with. For instance, if you have dynamic pricing where people can put different, as long as it's there and people can put in different figures or values to say, if this happened, what would happen? So you're able to see the trends or what's going on in whatever it is that you want to achieve. But it's a great function. It's not a function, I've used it once or twice, but I never really understood it because it was the previous person that's already put those functions in. So all I needed to do was put the data in and see what happens. But now I actually know how to, do you say write it? I don't know what term you use in terms of writing the formula or the function itself.
Sure.
So yes, thank you very much.
Thank you, Tim. So see you next time.